Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this message resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below so that we can know what others are going through as you continue to climb this mountain to success. So first, I want to address, as a chosen seed, many of you have just really pure and good hearts, and you always want to see everyone win. In your mind, everyone can win. Everyone can have a piece of success. There's more than enough to go around. And so you might have found yourself really pushing and encouraging and motivating others and, trying to bring your friends with you, certain family members with you. And you said, I want to see you make it just like me so we can do this together. And you encourage them. Sometimes you encouraged and motivated them more than you encouraged and motivated yourself. But you found that it wasn't quite reciprocal. In spite of your efforts, you found that some people ended up being very jealous and envious of you. Once you started to get to a certain position in that mountain, you thought that y'all was working together. You was under the impression that everybody was on the same page, that we all wanted to see the other person win. But then you started to realize, wow, you got some troublemakers around you. You got some people around you who's carrying some very dark energy, people that you need to cut ties with, but not before you begin to fight back first. You realize you had to protect your energy. Your objective and your goal to get to the top was not going to be sabotaged by someone who just wanted to see you down all for the sake of ego, because they saw that you was not going to give up. They saw that, oh, okay, this person they're genuinely ready to do what's necessary to get to the top of this mountain. And so they started fighting you. You started to find that people just came out of the woodworks and wanted to try to bring you down and pull you back down with them, because they understood that they didn't have what it took to make it to the top of the mountain. They had not healed enough. They didn't have enough faith. They didn't have that divine connection to the Most High and the spiritual team. So, and not only that, but it wasn't meant for them to make it to the top at this time, not in this season, maybe in another season, but you tried. You really did want to bring these people with you, but they fought against you. And so you began to say, okay, if you got to break the rules, do it with conviction. So you said, okay, I'm going to fight back. But you started to fight back in a way where it was righteous. You started to call on righteous judgment, because these people had no business trying to stop you from what was divinely yours. It's meant for you to get to the top of this mountain. So you started to see all of the troublemakers that was in your circle. And you said, okay, I'm going to take my power back. And so there was others who was very angry because you released them. And you said, you know what, I'm just going to keep going without you. And they knew that without your energy, without you there to push them, without your energy to motivate them, they knew that they was going to fail off the break. They knew that they weren't going to make it to the top of the mountain, even when you were motivating them. But because they understood that it wasn't in their destiny to get there, their objective was to work against you. And so now they're angry. Now they're mad because you're still pushing. You're still going. You're still persevering. You have not given up because you recognize your strength. You know where your strength comes from. It comes from the highest source, the divine source. And so you have people that's at the bottom of that mountain that's angry. They're furious as they watch you continue to climb and push, because you chose you're not going to give up. There was nothing that they could do that would make you give up. You decided to push yourself and push yourself. And not only are you pushing yourself to get to the top of that mountain, but you decided to enjoy the journey. Stopping to smell the roses, stopping to take a look at how far you've come, paying attention to just the strength and how your endurance is beginning to increase, and how you're starting to feel more encouraged and more confident in yourself. You're really paying attention to the journey, because you know that ultimately when you get to the top of that mountain, you're going to be waving at your haters. You now have something to give thanks for. You're going to be waving at your haters from the top of that mountain while they're down there screaming, hollering, and kicking, wishing that they never would have sabotaged such a beautiful relationship, realizing that you would have been that person to help them. But the fact of the matter is, the Most High had to sever that tie, because you have such a kind and good heart that you was literally almost going to forfeit your position in order to help someone else who only wanted to drag you back down. So you had to sever those ties because you are chosen for this mission. Those other people, they was not chosen for this mission. And so you're being called to never look back. You're being called to set yourself free and keep looking ahead, keep moving forward, protect your energy. Because those people wanted to cause confusion for you so that you would not remember what the whole mission was all about. You would become so, focused on fighting up against them or trying to figure out why they turned against you or trying to figure out how you can reconcile or what you can do to help them. That would become your focus, and it was nothing but a distraction to keep you from getting to the top. But the fact of the matter is, you made it. Many of you are still in the process of climbing that mountain. We're all on different timelines, but the fact of the matter is you will get there. And of course, along the journey, you will find that people are going to come in and they're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to clip you up. They're going to try to pull you back down that mountain. They're going to try to get there before you can get there, knowing that that position up there only belongs to you. It only belongs to you. And so when you get to the top of that mountain, you're going to be waving at your haters and saying, hey, I made it anyway. You tried to stop me, but you couldn't. You tried to pull me down, but you couldn't. You tried to distract me, but you couldn't. You'll be able to sit up there at the top of that mountain with a smile on your face, knowing that you were a genuine friend. You was a genuine sister. You was a genuine partner. You had true intentions towards these people, but they sabotaged it. And so now they have to watch you. They have to watch you as you receive your reward and as you reap your harvest. Beautiful things are coming in for you all because you never gave up. You now get to give praise and give thanks to the highest source, the Most High Mother and Father, and your spiritual team. Because now you get to see things from a higher perspective. Now you can look down that mountain and understand why you had to go through what you went through. Because from that vantage point, everything is revealed to you. Your spiritual eyes are opened. And so there's nothing that is hidden. Even the agenda of those people who turned out to be your enemies, their agenda is no longer hidden. Because from this vantage point, you get to see it all. You get to see the beauty of it all. You get to see the pain of it all. You get to see why it was hard at certain points coming up that mountain. You know, what the stumbling blocks were. You get to understand how to overcome in the future. Now you see it all. And it's a beautiful sight to behold. You have so many things to give thanks for because now you have this new opportunity. A new opportunity is being presented to you now. You're going to be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. More abundance and overflow than you could ever imagine. And it's because you was willing to let go of those people. Once they begin to show their hand, once they begin to start to work up against you and you started to detect that negative and dark energy, that low vibrational, jealous and envious spirit that they possess, you begin to shed those energies because you knew, okay, if I'm going to get to the top of this mountain, I can't carry this weight with me. You recognize that there was nothing but dead weight. And so you realize that the destiny, you getting to your highest frequency, you becoming your highest self was far more important than you holding on to false relationships and wasting your time trying to figure out why so many people started to work up against you. You said, okay, you see them for who they are. The mask began to come off. And so now you have many of the answers, and those answers that you don't have, they're going to come. Whatever answers you've been seeking, you're going to get that clarity. Just know that now you get to relish in your abundance. You get to relish in the beauty of your victory and your healing and your transformation and your perseverance. You never gave up. So now they have to watch you as you reap your harvest. And the overflow is plentiful. It's going to be so many people that's going to be mad at how beautiful you look after all that you have overcome. They can't even understand how you came out sparkling and shining and looking so glorious, so royal, so beautiful after everything that they tried to do to you. And your overflow, your harvest is so abundant. And they're going to be wishing that they would have just stayed the course, that they would have just at least motivated you. Even if they knew that they couldn't make it to the top with you, at least encourage you and motivated you. Because knowing that with that type of energy, their time would come, but they couldn't. So enjoy how far you have come. Enjoy the harvest. Enjoy the sweetness of where you stand at this point in your life. And for those who are genuine, you have an overflow of abundance to share with them if you so choose. There will never be lack. You will not go hungry again. You will not be without again because you made it. You did what was necessary to get where you are. And so give thanks. Never stop giving thanks. Stay in gratitude. Never forget what you had to go through in order to reap this harvest. That's my message for you all. I love you. I'll talk to you all next time.